Well, in a blink of an eye, here we are at the end of the season for the Gold Cup. We've also got the King of the Mount as well. Our top 3 contenders for that is Gary McCoy, Bob Hodgson and Don Gilbert. So, without further ado, let's get on to racing. So we have Derek on. Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
All good, all good.
Great. So can you tell us a little bit about your season so far?
Yeah, I've been racing that F900 Cup in England, the BSB. And I'm only back from the Manx there within the last week or so, and I was riding a Clash of Superbike over there. I finished on the podium, which was good, in third spot.
Amazing, well done.
Doing a few races back home, a few short circuits, a little bit of road racing, and yeah, sure, now we're here.
So will you be going back to Isle of Man next year?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so what's the 2025 season looking for you?
I don't know, nothing concrete yet. TT, Manx, possibly Northwest, I'm not sure.
What makes Oliver's Mount special for you?
We always came here, sort of got a bunch of mates in the van and tipped over for a bit of crack, like more so than anything else. The people here are good and the organisers are good, so yeah, they seem to put on a good show. And it's unfortunate when you get weather and fog like this, you can't do anything about that. But
unfortunately,
yeah, generally speaking, I've never had an issue over here. I think it made my debut here in 2010. I'd done a handful of Gold Cups and then went away and done something else for a while. And then we're back within the last 2 years.
So you have actually seen Oliver's Mount change over the years then, in terms of like paddock life people that have come. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people come and go.
Yeah, well, sure, when we were coming to the Gold Cup years ago, you see a lot of new faces that you might have seen before, you know what I mean?
Here. Obviously it's been quite some time since your accident. This is your second time back at Oliver's Mount this year.
Yep.
How have you found it adjusting to racing after the accident?
It was a long time off. I've come back on 2 bikes. Robbie's wanted me to race this one. So it is adapted to both bikes to right-hand shift so I can carry on racing. I'm just getting used to mainly coming down box a bit stiff when I'm changing gears. But apart from that, it's been alright. Nice to be back racing.
Yeah, so other than that, just a few days getting used to that and then you find,
We did a track day at Cadwell a few days before our first race here. Just a few sessions to get used to right-hand shift, but yeah, we settled into it nicely. Yeah, nice to be back on it.
Do you think you'll be able to use your left shift again? Or
no, so the left leg is seized. It's like my left leg's seized, so we're going to fuse my ankle at the end of this year. So about the ankle done, and it's the same as like Ian Hutchinson and Nathan Addison.
Yeah.
So they've adapted to it and we've done exactly the same. Robbie Sylvester designed it. We've seen Hutch's bike, so we just basically copied off him. So we thought if he can do it, we can do the same.
Well, it's good to see you back racing and at the Mount.
Yep.
Speaking of the Mount, what is your favourite corner?
Favourite corner into Mount Side. I feel like that's my best good passing place as well.
Least favourite corner?
Least favourite, Monument Out. I do not like that corner, I don't know. It's just the left, so I can't seem to yell on the left.
No.
The drive coming out of there, they're pulling me so much coming out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely my least favourite one.
So, what are your plans for the season of 2025?
2025, well, I'm going to concentrate on Oliver's Mount. We're going to go back to 700. I want to finish what I started there. And then do a few more Irish road races, aren't we? see how we end up. I want to just see what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got something there to push.
If you've got something there, then you
Yeah. Well, everyone I'm racing against, we're all top gold racers, so I'm up there with them, so we'll get it well.
Go for it. Right, well, thank you very much for your time.
No, thank you, Jesse.
Enjoy the racing today. We now have the current King of the Mountain with us, Gary McCall. Huge congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You have dethroned Dean Harrison. How does that feel?
He wasn't here all year, so it's not really much of a dethroning, but I suppose we beat Rob Hodgson and James Haynes and the likes, whoever always here, Tom Whedon. So still a stiff competition all year, and the boys, credit the boys, give me the bikes for a job, like Mad Bros, Robbie Sylvester there as well, and Mark Harrison that owns the Superclan, they give me good bikes, so makes my job easier nowadays. So,
A very modest response there.
That's just honest, isn't it? I know, I'm chuffed a bit, to be honest. Like it's last year we're coming here and put in the effort, like done the 4 rounds, come away with Super Sport and Super Twin Championship last year, so to come back and do it again this year, plus the King of the Mountain. What more can you ask for? Like, so, happy days.
So does this solidify that you will be back next year to keep your title?
Hopefully. Well, we're planning on doing the TT next year, so we'll have to try and work around that, like a sort of tight schedule. We love it here, love the fans, love the crowd, love everyone, the officials, everyone just makes it special, and if we can be here, we'll be here, so yeah.
Lovely. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
And
you
again, a massive congratulations to the King of the Mountain.
Down here, a lot of activity. Quite what's going on, I am not sure. There's lots of people gathering down here. The Orange Army well represented down there as well, and the media people.
Because I know you're wondering why everyone's gathered here. Well, they're gathered here for you. So, if I can ask you to join us down on the start line.
Yep, indeed. The circuit that I came to when I was 4 years old. I heard the bikes. They were all 4-strokes, virtually. There's a few bantams around, I think. But from that day forward, I was hooked. All I ever wanted to do, and virtually wherever I go in the world, I see people, it's you from Oliver's Mount, isn't it? No, little did I expect that it would last this long, but I've enjoyed every minute of it. It's in my DNA, I suppose. If anybody mentions Oliver's Mount,
well, you're in the DNA of Oliver's Mount. If anybody hears your voice, they think of Oliver's Mount, don't they? You are truly the voice of Oliver's Mount.
Certainly have been.
And
I'll need my Yankee out in a minute.
So the fact that you've stuck with us for 6 years, since we restarted in 2019, or 6 seasons, it's been massively appreciated. And thanks also for finding Bradley for us as well, because you found the perfect successor for yourself. And I just wanted to let you know that Oliver's Mount team, staff, paddock, marshals, family, supporters, all really appreciate all the time and commitment you've given to this. It's been a massive part of your life, and you've given everything to it, and we all really appreciate it, Tony.
Thanks, Andy.
So it's Tony Coupland, the voice of Oliver's Mount, 1977 to 2024. Thanks for all your hard work and commitment to make Oliver's Mount what it is over the last 5 decades. Andy, Wendy, and all at Oliver's Mount. So that's
Andy,
for your mantelpiece.
Thank you very much indeed. That will be a treasured possession. I've been absolutely touched by the reception from many people here this weekend. Some that nearly reduced me to tears.
So it's not ideally the best end to the season, but we have to understand that decisions have to be made for everybody's safety. But thank you for everybody for your continued support through 2024. Keep your eyes peeled for 2025 dates. Until next year.